MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Polar Bears and the Cobras. Don, the man, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home-road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Into the box now, Bobby Lawler. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Now the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. Boy, they are really in need of something to go their way as they come in losers of 9 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally sound. Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs.
Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit the 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
So now to the plate, Jones, and it's fouled away. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Reined in. And he is in there.
Usually these guys turn that 6-4-3 double play in their sleep, but it looks like he rushed the feed just a little bit. You have to be sure to get at least one out. Now we'll see if the guy on the mound can pick up the defense.
Ready now, Ronnie Weeks. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. He's set and the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Ball no strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Base is full now following the error. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jesus Pena. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. They get the force at the plate. On to first to complete the double play. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Mike James, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
High in the air out to center field. Weeks is there. One pitch, one out.
Batting second, the second baseman.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass, putting the defense on their heels, taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Weeks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the left fielder,
So coming to the plate, Sean McKee. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Into the box, Paul Taylor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books. No score on MLB. Standing in, Terry Lindsay. He went deep in the contest last night.
the first baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Lindsay.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Good curveball. Strike 2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Denny Ross. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. This is foul right side. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Calvin Parks, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count. I got 3-1. 3 balls.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sliced hard on the ground, scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Jonathan Atkins. First pitch coming, here it is. To short. He's right there. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Weeks is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far.
The right fielder. Right goal. Right.
Now to the plate, Michael Wright. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First offering on its way. Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him the other.
At the plate, Kevin Landry, and he fouls this one off. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 1 home run and 5 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. In time as he just gets the tag down. Now in the box, Mike James, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Center fielder giving chase, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Digging in now, Bobby Waller. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Ball 1.
That's intact.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Grounded down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in, Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Two-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this two-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
1-1 the count. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now I'm starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Kevin Landry, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. First delivery to him on the way. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time. A ball and a strike now.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And it's fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Standing in now, Don the man. And there's out number 2.
Batter number 7. Shortstop, Mark Lacy.
Ready for another chance. Mark Lacy. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. They have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Great job right there, scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Skied into very shallow right. Pena is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Riding in once again, Jesus Pena. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1 and 2.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
The drive out toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
So now to the plate, Terry Lindsay, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lindsay is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2 and 2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backward step.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Terry Lindsay goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box now, Denny Ross. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, the 0-1. Front door curve is taken, strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1 and 2. Hit hard down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Drew stands at second with 2 gone. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run here in the early going, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
At the plate now, Calvin Parks, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul.
He's going to eliminate that pitch right there. He was all over that, just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he's not going to see that pitch again.
To 1 and 2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Polar Bears are out on top 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the second baseman, Greg English.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Jones is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
At the plate, Sean McKee. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Taylor. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for a strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Jones is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Mike James, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Line drive to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Stepping in now, Bobby Allard, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Benton is there, 1 away.
Now batting, number 5.
Ready once again, Jones. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Right side, fair ball down the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Count now, a ball and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the...
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
1-0 count. Here it is. Hard hit at third. Scooped up. He'll throw home with it. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. So as we take another look, this was going to be a tough ball to get 2 on going home to first, so they'll be content with the force out at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Drew, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Lifted in the air to center. Center fielder giving chase, and he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Adkins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
The first baseman, number 9, Brad Benton.
At the plate, Brad Benton. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Bounce to first. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Michael Wright. First delivery to him on the way. Windup and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In now, Terry Lindsay. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, the catcher,
Denny Ross will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Standing in now, Calvin Parks. 1-0 the count. Here comes. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run here in the early going, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
In now, Mike James. And he puts it on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Landry. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up. And he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the throw takes the first baseman right into the charging path of the base runner, but is able to make a nice swipe tag to record the first out. Turner King will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Turner King.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. That misses. 2-0.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are two away now. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Mark Lacy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Jeff Kessler will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Ready for another shot now, Bobby Waller. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. The windup and the 0-1. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Number 5.
Digging in and looking for more, Jones. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ronnie Weeks. First pitch on its way.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Wright will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning.
With a traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Now at the plate, Greg English. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
So now to the plate, Sean McKee. Softly hit out toward short. There's one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in, Paul Taylor. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. The throw into second. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Standing in, Jonathan Adkins. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning.
Leading off for the Poland, the right fielder,
Ed Robinson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Ed Robinson.
The pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy in the wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
1-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 1-2 delivery, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Settling in now, Mitch Drew. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. One out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
At the plate, Terry Lindsay. First pitch coming, here it is.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hit down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Leading off the inning, Brad Benton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Swung on and chopped down the line at third. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting,
Striding into the box, Michael Wright. First pitch on its way. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Nagy will get a shot here as a pinch hitter. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Nagy, a 25-year-old. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. Popped him up. Parks is under it. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 22, Ed Robinson.
Richard Wise will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Now coming into pinch hit, Richard Wise.
Line drive to left. Drew is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Atlantis is on top here, 3-1. Kevin Nagy will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at catcher.
King Giles.
Mike Jordan is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Richard Wise stays in the ballgame after pinch hitting as he'll take over at first base. Now here it comes. Denny Ross is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Calvin Parks will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Well, the pitcher complained that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
Earl Phelps will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 delivery. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. None out. Runners at first and second. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Hit out towards second. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. Now at the plate, Jones. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And there's ball one.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third, make it 5-1.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And the sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
Ronnie Weeks stands in as he looks at ball one here. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now a swing and a ball hit high and deep down the line in left. And this ball is a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left, number 10 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Comes set and the 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
The next 0-2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Quinn Meadows will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Now batting, Mark Lacey.
Leading off for Mississippi, the shortstop, Mark Lacey.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starters' final line. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Hit to short. Right to him. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The first baseman, number 19, John McKee.
Digging in, Sean McKee. ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Another 0-2 coming. Popped up, and this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him, and they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
To the plate now, Paul Taylor. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-0 delivery. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box now, Jonathan Adkins. A ball and no strikes. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Ball and a strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw won't get him. Christian Goldie will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Ball 1. In his career, Goldie hits a little over the 270 mark. The 1-0 pitch. Finds the zone, strike 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out, bases loaded. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it an 8-3 ball game.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
Jesse Collins will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Wright. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Soft grounder left side. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
8-3 is today's final. Atlantis took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Mike James gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the White Sox and the Greyhounds. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Charles Shockley, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Striding in, Adam Turner, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Adam Turner.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Batter second. The third baseman, Timmy Fitzgerald.
Digging in the switch hitter, Timmy Fitzgerald, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Bases are empty, one man out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Brummett is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 13.
Into the box, number 13. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch.
Oh, that's out.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He was able to keyhole a strike on 2-0 to keep the inning alive. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Jason Fleming, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
Fastball just inside. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
Digging in, Albert Montalvo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Fouled away. High chopper to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. On the ground to the left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Charles Burns comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Montalvo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That evens it up 1-1. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
One strike.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
At the plate now, Irving Hike, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He'll enter play at 313, 2 home runs and 5 driven in. Off speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Two out with the man at first. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Turner retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Raleigh Toth. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
That is it. The first baseman, Lorenzo Diamond.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Lorenzo Diamond batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Line to the right side. Boudreau is there. 2 down.
Batting 5th, the left fielder, David Harvey.
Stepping into the box, David Harvey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. So digging in now, Jody Boudreau. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball upstairs.
Fleming has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Into the box now, Dave Baggett. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Standing in now, Joey Barnhart, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the towel like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Now at the plate, Glenn Diaz. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. From the belt, the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
In now, Charles Shockley, as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Here's the 1-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
The set and the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
He's set. The 3-0 offering.
3-1, but 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Stepping in, Terrell Dunbar. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Popped him up. And no one will track it down. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Stepping in now, Desi Ruiz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Ruiz, a native of Puerto Rico. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point.
Hey.
2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Jason Fleming.
At the plate, Jason Fleming. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Line to the right side. Just foul. 2 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hats off to that one. So nothing happening this time around. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. So striding forward now, Kevin Brummett. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Kevin Brummett.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1. And that's too high. Ball 2. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Now here it comes. This is popped up. And there's the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
So stepping in, Albert Montalvo. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Montalvo is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Charles Hearns, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. They have him play perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there. Now the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Ready with the 0-1. Hit hard to third. Fielded cleanly. The stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Adam Turner.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
1-1 the count.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
The 1-1. Cue shot here out towards short. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there, hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
And he'll get back in standing. At the plate now, Timmy Fitzgerald. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back safely. No one out with a runner at second. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, his job right there at the plate is to move that runner over to third by getting the ball to the right side. On the mound, though, they're working him away, so he doesn't have a good pitch to do that with.
For short, hit hard. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batter, number 13.
Stepping into the box, number 13. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4.
Ball
2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and give the team a lead.
But right at the shortstop for the second out. Stepping up now, Raleigh Hoff. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Hoff, a Minnesota-born ball player. He's a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it is. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Lays off. 2-2 now. Fouled away. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He's set. The 3-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, what a battle there, Dero. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Standing in now, Lorenzo Diamond. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Neptune is on top 1-0. At the plate, Jody Boudreau. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jody Boudreau.
Here's the first pitch to him.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now the pitch.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And, whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. So striding in, Dave Baggett. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Bounce towards the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Joey.
Into the box now, Joey Barnhart. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
So now to the plate, Glenn Diaz, as he rips it on the ground to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and standing in the outfielder, David Harvey.
David Harvey.
Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Harvey, originally from the state of New Mexico, he's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Still even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. A throw down to first, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Terrell Dunbar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses with it, 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready now, Desi Ruiz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little.
In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1.
That's ball 3.
Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Popped him up. Diaz in foul ground. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jason Fleming.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jason Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball just missed above the zone.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
As a look, now the pitch. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. From the stretch. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Adam Turner. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. 2 down, runners at first and second. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So here now is the pitcher, Charles Shockley. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And the pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Pitch on the way.
1-1. Yep, that ball went out.
In there, 2-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Kevin Brummett. Now a bunt attempt here. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Into the box, Albert Montalvo. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And that misses 2-2. Fouled off.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Charles Burns comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Digging in once again, Irving Hike, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Count 1-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Fouled away. The set and the 1-1. And he takes ball 2 and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And the count will be full. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Harvey is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Neptune leads this one 1-0. Now to the plate, Timmy Fitzgerald. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Timmy Fitzgerald.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, base hit to right.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Number 13 is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Height will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Raleigh.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Raleigh Toth. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Runners on first with one down.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way.
No. Inside. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Now in the box, Lorenzo Diamond. From the belt, the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
First and second now, one man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Boudreau back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
the left fielder, number 10, David Harvey.
Digging in now, David Harvey. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt here, and the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning now. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jody Boudreau.
Boudreaux.
And the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Baggett.
At the plate, Dave Baggett. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And Devo, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
Nobody out, runner on first. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Corey Langford enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Langford.
Joey Barnhart will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 1-0.
That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat. This might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Glenn Diaz. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Diaz hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
In for strike 2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Scott Ladner will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Ladner.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Second and third, 2 away. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. Grounded to short. Scooped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Lester Roper is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Roper.
Digging in, Carroll Dunbar. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date.
Dunbar.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now the 1-0.
Nope, that's inside.
Two and one to count.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Desi Ruiz.
Standing in, Desi Ruiz. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Nate Rush will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high, and it's 3-0.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-0 offering.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
A bouncer up the middle. Oh, what a dive. The throw. It's late. He's safe. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up a base hit, and the inning continues.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Maurice Long gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Last half of the seventh here, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Kevin Brummett.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Long, 28 years old. He's got plenty of contract security. This is the first year of a new 5-year deal.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in the team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots. This is an unbelievable opportunity. They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the seventh, you're down one. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Stepping in now, Albert Montalvo tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Oh, that's that fly.
A runner at first with no outs here. Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Shows bunt here, but this one misses. Ball 3.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Ready for another chance? Charles Burns and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Brandon Perkins is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Irving Height. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. Line toward right center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the throw-in gets away from him. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Standing in now, Jody Boudreau, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2 down the third baseline. The next 3-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Now at the plate, Dave Baggett. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
To the plate now, Joey Barnhart. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the center fielder, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The runner from first crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Darrell Hughes will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
To 2-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Another try at 2-2.
Full count.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Saturn is out in front, 4-1. Chris Birch has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Adam Turner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again. And
that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Ball even now, 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. 4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the two starters. At the plate, Timmy Fitzgerald will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off the right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Nope.
4-1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Nipped the corner. 2-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
This is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Into the box, number 13. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Eighth inning. 4-1 is our score. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that, the side is retired. Robin Decker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Decker.
Riding in once again, Kevin Brummett. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Kevin Brummett.
Here's the first pitch to him. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1. Nope.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Swing and a line drive. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Albert Montalvo.
Coming to the plate now, Albert Montalvo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Now the pitch. Fouled off. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Bases are empty, one man in. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate now, Charles Burns, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Two out, nobody on. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Irving Hike, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's set, and the pitch.
That's outside.
2 out with the man at first. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Digging in to try it again, Dave Baggett. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Popped him up. Fitzgerald has a play. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Keith Wade comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Wade.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Raleigh Cobb.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. In now, Lorenzo Diamond. From the stretch. In there for strike one. High pop-up. Burns waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 10, David Harvey.
Ready for another shot now. David Harvey. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time to get him. And the Greyhounds have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Greyhounds put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Lester Roper gets the win in relief. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.